Well, good morning. I need to get fly masks on today. Hi, Cider. Good morning. Hey, Blue. Hey, Blue. Good morning, welcome to the farm. It is gorgeous out here today, and we are working hard to get things done here. Farmer Mike injured his hand. Actually, it was his thumb at work. He cut the flexor tendon and a nerve, so when he went in for surgery, they discovered, if you hear a sound, I'm filling up a water trough. They found that a nerve was cut also, which he was pretty sure of. They really wrapped up his hand. He went in and had the stitches removed. They wrapped him back up again until physical therapy, which won't be till June. And that's a couple weeks away. Our simple tasks of getting hay bales out and him driving the tractor and mowing and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that I'm picking up and having to do. It's been a bit of a challenge, but we're working through, and prayerfully, everything will work out and he'll have that flexibility in his hand and in his thumb and be able to have a working hand. Yesterday was crazy because he went and mowed around the barn, and then we have a zero turn, and then the mower broke. So he's ordered parts for that. We got 2 hay bales out, so we have a hay feeder over here that he built, and then we also, because Buddy has shoes, we don't put a hay net out in the field, so we lay a good quality round bale out in the field for them to munch on, which saves so many trips with the wheelbarrow, because that's all we have right now are round bales. It's really hard to find square bales right now at a decent price. So after that happened, we got those out. Well, I ended up bumping my head on the tractor, and then I pulled my back trying to push over one of the round bales because he's only got his shoulder. He can't use that arm. Well, good morning, girls. Hi, Amber, Luna. Good morning. You're not gonna like it, but you gotta get your fly masks on. Yes. And then I went to move the gate, open the gate up, lifted it up too high, took it off its, whatever the things that hold it in on the one side, and it came back and hit my shin. Yesterday I got beat up, but it was a wonderful day of horse therapy sessions. Really a great day for that. So that was so encouraging. That's the important thing. On another happy note, I'm coming, girls. Good morning, Ninja. I have someone here mowing. They're mowing our top field 7, and just around getting things mowed and weed whack. I could cry. It's just a huge blessing. But there's something in our fields. It's beautiful. It makes amazing pictures. The horses look beautiful and in the fields with these yellow flowers. But the problem is these yellow flowers are toxic. They are very bitter to the taste. The horses will not eat them. I've only seen certain situations at really bad hoarding situations where that's all the horses have to eat, and they'll force themselves to eat it just because they're just so hungry, and they get very sick. My fields are telling me that my fields are sour. They have too much acid. So we have been working on spreading lime down to help balance that out, and you really need a lot of lime to balance it out. I'll put up the numbers. It's so much per acre of, lime, so many pounds of lime that you need per acre to actually make a difference in your field. And the other thing we're doing is, I'll show you next in the field, we're making pony paddock paradises. We finally have the wood to do paddock 2. This is paddock 2 here. And basically that's just creating an inner field with electric fence. And then making a track system. That when you do that inner field, it makes a track system like they would in the wild. So I'll show you kind of our plan for that. And this will help with manning the fields. So I'm feeding the horses out today. We've been using these 2 paddocks, 1 and 2, so that we could get 3 and 7 really where we need them to be. So this week they've been coming in the barn, but today they're going to stay out. I have no sessions today. It's adult volunteering only today. So this just gives them a timeout. They have fresh hay bale. They're getting their water refilled, and I'm delivering food. So here I am. This is paddock, what we call paddock 1. It's the first paddock directly across from our house. And this is actually where I saw the coyote the other day. Just didn't get my 22 out fast enough. And there, just to give an idea where we are, the next paddock over is 2, and then there's our barn and indoor arena. As you can see, there is a lot of yellow flowers. So this is a sour field, and we think that comes from not picking in here. Actually, Mike comes in with the tractor, and there's a drag on the back, which is basically wire, a heavy wire, webbed type shaped wire, and we drag, and that does fertilize the ground, but too much can make it really acid, and you want your fields more alkaline or more pH balanced so that grass can grow and you won't have these flowers. We will mow this down, but what I was talking about, and it's creating, like, I'm center field right now. We would create with a gate a electric fence that would run in like an oval shape in this. That would create between the outer fence and the fence we're going to build or put up. It's basically going to be post and electric tape. And that would create a track system. And if horses in the wild, they will go on a track. They will go around certain areas and track. And what's really great about this system is you're not only preparing your fields to be better maintained, because you can let them in to graze and then let them out, pick that paddock, and keep it producing grass really most of the year. So with that being said, the other benefit to that is creating little areas where you could put alfalfa hay, or in one corner you put something that they have to find or turn over. It really keeps their mind working. And during once, like on one side of the track system, you could lay down logs, different things that they would have to step over. It just continues to make their mind work. It's not just standing in a square paddock, doing nothing. Horses need something active to do, and I prefer them being outside instead of in. And if I could work it to where I have fields adequate enough to feed them, along with hay would be on the outside of the track system, near like a little loafing area for them. So it would just be grass in there. They could go in and out, come out of that grass area, drink, get their water, but it's really to create a travel system for them. They're working, they're moving. It's important horses have what's called a frog on the bottom of their hoof, and that helps them pump their blood up and down their body. They're huge animals. So pumping and working is so important to keep them healthy and making sure that they're working that system and not because if you just stand all day in a stall, you can become stocked up, and health issues arise from that, especially for their gut. Because if they're not circulating, their gut's not circulating, and if that's not happening, they can colic, which is a very devastating event for horses. You see mowing going on? So excited. All right, so something else I'd like to do is this area behind me. This is right next to paddock 1 and 2, and it's a good area. I'm thinking I'm going to use this with my Premier 1 fencing. It's an electrical fencing, and maybe run the goats in this area. It's just right now, all these projects with Mike having only one hand, it's just not doable. So, I mean, I could do it. But there's, today I'm gonna go see my grandson. I'm gonna go downtown and deliver soaps. I do have a house to clean, all the other things. I'm preparing music for Sunday morning. There's just so many things. And if I'm out here, I'll let the goats out, it'll be fine. But if I have to go somewhere, I'm not leaving them in when I know there's a coyote nearby. Well, that is it for today. I gotta get busy and take some stuff down to downtown Fredericksburg. Sophie, you're such a good girl. Get her back in her paddock because she can't stay out here, although she'd love to stay out here and eat. that would be fun for her. If you are local in Spotsylvania, Virginia, that's where we're at, that's where our farm is, and you'd be interested in helping with some of the projects, we have a volunteer program here, both for youth and adults. Just reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. But again, if there's something you'd like to see, comment below as well. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. We just hit, I think, 760, so we're getting closer to 1,000, which makes me really happy, because running a nonprofit, any type of monetization of anything, you know, just being able to bring that in will help. So I really appreciate it. Be blessed today, guys. Bye.
If I had 1,000 tongues, I would sing with everyone. Voices like a mountain song.